I'm trying to do my little checks. Give me a minute so I can check and see if everything is, if y'all can hear and see me. Then we can go ahead and get started. See if everything is. But give me a minute because it looks like this. Let me take. I'm gonna go off camera. It looks like this camera is blurry. Let me go try to. I done moved it over. My bad, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Let's see. Hear and see me. Can y'all hear me? Drop down in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me because it's not showing anything on the YouTube end. I don't know about the Facebook, but the YouTube end is not showing anything. Okay. Thank you, Texas. How you doing? Because I haven't had a chance to go over there and check out Neo in a minute. So tell her I say hey, and hey girl, how you doing? Let me let this little theme song play, then we're finna get right into it because there's a couple of things I want to talk about today. You know, I got a list. If y'all read the description, I got a list of things that we're gonna talk about today. So let me play this little theme music, get myself all hyped up and in the right mindset so we can get this show started. Okay. And I don't know why everything is on a delay. When I start talking, things don't start playing. And I don't know why. What's up with StreamYard? Okay, let me add this to the stage so y'all can see what we go ahead and talk about. First, did y'all see Birdman fall asleep on that stage when he's a whole concert going on and it's been nodded off? And I'm like, wait a minute now. Now I ain't gonna put nothing on nobody to say what he doing or what he ain't doing. But what I'm gonna say is, only time I see that type of behavior when I go out west or out south and they at that bus stop doing that duck feed, not like that. You know the little kids that be doing that little This is StreamYard messing up. When you haven't been on in a while, it do little weird stuff. So it kicked me out, but I'm back. So hopefully it will pull up this that's Texas. You said that was Lil Wayne that went and checked on him. I don't know who that was, but I'm like, somebody check on me. Like y'all don't see him over here asleep like that. And I wonder what he gonna say. What was the issue? Like I just had took some melatonin. You got to say something. I mean, that's what I'll come up with. I mean, his PR team was probably over there going nuts. We told you not to do that shit before. Said Polar Bird, man. I can't even say Little Bird, man. That man got all type of money. Let's see. Let me pull up the post, y'all. Give me a minute. There it is. He right there. Right there. Just asleep as he wants. Look at him. Whole party going on all around him. And he's over there nodding. Well, good thing the sound ain't playing. But who right here? Who is the Texas? That's Lil Wayne. They look like Lil Wayne because you know he got them thick old locks. With it usually colorful and stuff. But I'm looking like the other guy on the mic, you know, he doing his job. I guess he like, I did my job. I don't know what he doing, but I'm gonna continue to do my job. The other guy, I don't know, is he doing wiping them down? He's laughing. He alive because he's still because he still over there like bopping and stuff. He alive, but baby, we gonna pray for him. Keep him in your prayers, y'all. Or if you manifest that he leave whatever that was. Maybe it's NyQuil, okay? Because I ain't gonna put nothing on. Maybe he had a cold and he had took them NyQuil, and you know it says it gives you diseases so you could sleep through the night. And maybe the concert was at night. I should be on his PR team. Yeah. Oh, you said you thought the person who was falling asleep was Wayne. But I think Wayne, because you remember Wayne kept going to the hospital, seizing and convulsing and stuff. What was this? Maybe about 2 years ago or something like that. And I really haven't heard anything from him since then. So I'm hoping he didn't put that little cup down. I mean, because mine's is Hennessy and Coke. I don't put nothing else up in there. I put some Tito's. Usually I got some Tito's, but that syrup, opiums, eggs, anything else, it ain't for me. Everybody else do what they want, but it ain't for me. I can tell you that much. That's all, baby. He haven't came out and gave no statement, so I ain't got nothing else to say. All we can do is sit here and try to, figure it out and try to manifest good health on him, because I don't know what was going on in them instances, baby. Let's see what we're going to talk about next, y'all. So Joy Reid. I don't know if y'all have watched Joy Reid show. She has a show she had a show on MSN, that she had a show, and I believe it was called The Readout. Now, if y'all been following all the politics that's going on, baby, when Trump is in office, and this was even last time, the news cycle before, it be on max. You don't even get time to try to listen to your gossip if you trying to keep up with politics, because that's a whole job within itself. So I can't follow everything. But before he took office, he was already like threatening people and everything. Like he outpawned somebody. He was already threatening the news media, like you should lose your job. Anytime they asked him a question that he ain't like or something that he didn't agree with, he would talk about the news stations and the ones that didn't agree with him. So when he took office, a lot of the news stations that didn't agree with his politics and didn't agree with things that he had planned, didn't agree with his concepts of ideas that he had for. I still laugh about concepts of ideas when he talking about he was taking away the health care, but didn't have nothing to replace it. But he said I had concepts of ideas. But I guess half of America still liked it because they still voted him in. So Joy Reid is one of the news anchor person, media person, journalist, whatever you want to classify her as, who still stood on business. A lot of news media, a lot of journalists have been flipping since Trump took office because they don't want that smoke. Okay, they like, I don't want that smoke. Yeah, I mean, he ain't that bad. Yeah, I know what I said before, but you know, we're gonna like hope that he, baby, they just been flipping more than to Scott She's 69. They've been flipping, okay? Joy Reid has been standing on business and have stood her ground against. She pretty much have said, you know, called out the things that either Trump or Republicans are doing that she didn't agree with. So she was one of the ones on a long list of journalists who's get fired. So I wouldn't say she got fired. I would say her show is canceled. But as far as I know, they didn't pick her up on another show. They're replacing her show with a show of a panel of like 3 people that they're replacing her show with. Now, what I wanted to show y'all, I should have had it put up. What I wanted to show y'all know Don Lemon had got fired. Yeah, I said had get. He didn't have get. He got fired, baby. 2, 3 years ago, Don Lemon did, but he has his YouTube channel. And when I tell you Don Lemon was pissed, Don Lemon, I said, well, say what's on your mind, Don Lemon. He was on there cussing. Let me see if I can pull it up. I ain't gonna show the whole thing because it is an hour and 27 minutes. So y'all can go on his channel. I'm gonna show y'all just a little bit of what he said.
As they say, blackity black, who are on these networks now, do they stand up? Do they call the president of the United States racist like I did? Do they call out Vivek Ramaswamy about a lie about slavery and the Civil War? Do they call out any of that shit? They're there.
Yeah. He cussed all through here. Go watch the whole minute and 27 seconds.
It's not just MSNBC.
The whole hour and 27 minutes of his show, baby, because he.
Are you guys listening to me? So do I need to? Producers, is my microphone working this morning?
He said you can.
Do you guys hear me?
One too. Yeah, I got you, Don.
Oh, okay, I just want to double check. Just checking, because we're going to go to church this morning. The most prominent black woman in mainstream media, on cable, at night, is Joy Reid. And she has been canceled. And canceled by folks on the left and folks on the right. That's how it happens. The folks on the left, you guys, the folks on the left don't really get the shit. These are the people who fire, get rid of Al Franken. These are the people who don't stand up when black voices, black people lose their positions, or they try to make them lose their platforms and their voices. These are the people. They weren't pure enough. They didn't they don't live up to our virtue signaling. In the meantime, the people on the right are standing up for their people, and they are now leading the government, you idiots on the left.
And people are saying that a lot about Democrats. What he's talking about is the Democrats who's on the left. And they will, if their people do something wrong, they would say, you did something wrong, you need to resign, or they will go against, if it doesn't fall into line of what they feel is right, they'll go against that person. The people on the right, who's the Republicans, they will go and be like, they don't care what you do. As long as you stay in power and they can keep them numbers, they're going to be behind you. They're going to make excuses and everything. So, you know, that's people say
fucking dummies. You remember Pete Hegseth You heard what his colleagues said about him at Fox News. Did they cancel him? No. He's now the Secretary of Defense. You get it? Liberals who try to cancel people in your stupidity.
But man, I just want to show y'all that because he goes all the way in, baby. That's just a little piece of it. I don't want to get into the whole thing because, like I said, it's an hour and 27 minutes. But y'all go on his channel if y'all want to hear the whole thing of him going off. The Lemon goes off, and y'all can go on that channel and watch that. So let's see, what do we have to talk about next, y'all? So Lil Durk, y'all know Lil Durk, Chicago rapper from Chicago. I'm trying to keep up with his case, right? So I had seen that. Let me see if I can pull up the article. First, I didn't know that his case had got pushed back. So he was supposed to start his trial on January 7th. And if I'm not mistaken, they got him in there with no bond. So if his case get pushed back, that means that's just a longer time that you have to wait. So his case got pushed back from January 7th to October. And I said, that's a lot of time to push it back from. Now, let me read the article about that, because then after that, then something else also happened. And then he ended up getting a new case. So let me share this stream. This is Forbes magazine. Let's talk about his trial delay, just so y'all can see. You know, usually I like to pull up the article when I have time, and I got time. What time? Yeah, I got time tonight, y'all. So Lil Durk, unallowed for hire trial, pushed back to October. Chicago rapper Lil Durk, unallowed for hire trial, was pushed back to October from its original date of January 7th, after both the prosecution and the agreed that unallowed, so unusual and so complex and requires more time to prepare. So, you know, they said a person, but as I understand it, it was Quando Rondo's cousin that they went after Quando Rondo, and he was in a car with his cousin, and his cousin got hit, and his cousin did survive. So let's look at the key factors. Documents filed in Los Angeles federal court says discovery for the case involves more than 230 gigabytes of digital evidence, including recording and surveillance footage, as well as more than 20,000 pages of reports concerning unalived and other violent acts, photograph, witness statements, and medical documents. The postponement comes weeks after a newly unsealed affidavit filed by an FBI agent in Chicago last year alleges Lil Durk was involved in a second unaliving for hire, though he haven't been charged for it. Where cited text correspondent, y'all got to stop texting when you doing illegal shit. You send a pigeon or something. These texts are gonna get you caught every time. But let's continue. Yeah, Texas, I did watch some of Joy's show. I did, and I liked it because she was one of the reporters. I'm answering a question. Let me show you what I'm answering. She was one of the reporters who did, like, her beliefs was her beliefs. So even though Trump took office, she still stood on what she stood on before he took office and didn't cave to the pressure. But he was, Lil Durk was involved in a second unaliving for hire incident, which cited text correspondence and social media posts from two individuals discussing payment from the rapper for the 2022 unaliving of Stefan Mack, a 24-year-old thought to be a gangster disciple gang leader. In the affidavit, the agent alleges Lil Durk was and still is offering money for people to unalive those responsible for his brother unaliving, because, you know, after Bun, Lil Durk brother was in a club and he got unalived at a club, including, now put in the comments if I'm not mistaken with the timeline. Correct me in the comments if I'm mistaken. Including Gangsta Disciple members, Lil Durk brother Dante Banks was shot and killed in June of 2021, and the affidavit states the perpetrator may have been affiliated with the gangster disciples. So his own people? These hoes ain't loyal. Prosecutors in Los Angeles used the Chicago affidavit as evidence in an effort to deny Lil Durk request for pre-trial release, stating in a filing Thursday, the Chicago affidavit underscores why defendant cannot be released pending this pre-trial. So that's just a wordy way to say he too dangerous to let go because he's still trying to unalive people. That's what they brought an affidavit, so it looks like they was obviously looking into him for unaliving of a person before. That he didn't do it, he paid somebody to do it. And they saying that they brought proof with text messages and social media that now that's why he's still locked up. They didn't get him no bond. Pre-trial release, you get out on bond. That's all that's saying, that they didn't get him no bond. They used this stuff as evidence, the reason why he shouldn't get a bond, because, he dangerous out there. He dangerous in those streets. He got money to pay people to do what he wants them to do. Now, let's continue. Lil Durk, 32, whose real name is Durk Devontae Banks, already faces charges including conspiracy, carrying, and using firearms, including a machine firearm and possession of firearms in a crime that resulted in unaliving. In connection with the alleged unalive for hire plot that targeted but did not kill rapper Quando Rondo. The court says if Lil Durk and co-defendants are convicted, they will face a mandatory maximum sentence of life in federal prison. Okay, what else is this? Okay, this is talking about lyrics being used as evidence in court. Criticized prosecutors for using evidence as literal confession. In Lil Durk's case, he told Chicago Sun-Times prosecutors tend to be dangerously sloppy with lyrics as evidence, citing rapper Young Thug RICO trial in which Nelson said prosecutors cited lyrics written by the rapper collaborators. In many cases, prosecutors are knowing and intentionally misrepresenting rap music in service of obtaining a conviction. And that's true. Because if you watch, what was that last trial in the Young Thug, he just said it. I watched some of Young Thug whole trial. And when they brought in the key witness who was an undercover detective, and he was translating, it wasn't even rap. I think he was trying to translate the text messages that they were sending between each other. But of course, they was using slang. And he was translating. And I'm watching the trial like, that ain't what that says. That ain't what that mean. You can't bring this white man up in here to try to tell us because, I mean, of course, the jurors are not all black. But if you have some black jurors on there, and that's why they do it. Because if the jurors are all white, they just going to take the expert opinion and be like, okay, well, if the expert says it means this and we don't know, yeah, that's what it means. But if you black and you like, that ain't what the hell that meant. Like Jasmine Crockett telling her child, and she don't call me child. If y'all watch politics, y'all know what I'm talking about in that situation. But it says what to watch for. Lil Durk, who has been held in jail since October arrest, is still scheduled to release an album this month. Is he? Deep Thoughts will release on January 31st. Have y'all heard it? I didn't even see the album came out. After it was postponed from his planned release in October following the rapper's charges. He'll probably get more views now that he's in jail. He might as well release it. Make that money. He needs to pay for these lawyers. So key background, according to the indictment filed in the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, prosecutor alleged Lil Durk and 5 co-defendants. Lord, let me see. Am I able to pronounce all these names? We gonna see Kayvon London Grant, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson. Yeah, like these. Keith Johnson. Because y'all know I'm always messing up somebody's name. I think I nail all these names. Keith Jones, David Bryant Lindsay, and Asha Houston conspired in 2022 to unalive rapper Quando Rondo as retaliation for a 2020 altercation between his crew and King Von. Von, that's Von, which I'm not for 63rd. Which involved the exchange of let's see, firearm shots, because there's certain things that they'll strike you for on YouTube, and I don't know all of them, so I'll be trying to avoid certain words. That unalived King Von. Quando Rondo affiliate Timothy Lou Timms Leak was eventually charged with the unaliving. Prosecutors say the man traveled to Los Angeles to unalive. Now, they didn't say it in this article, but the guy who was charged with King Von was actually let go. And they didn't say, and nobody else have been charged with King Von. They let that guy go. People on the scenes are saying that an undercover police officer who was working, if I'm not mistaken, he was working security at the club that Von and Rondo was at. That's when the fight happened in the car, the videos that y'all seen where he get shot. So they saying that the shots that unalived King Von came from a police officer. That's why nobody has been charged. That's all allegedly. I don't know if that's true. Prosecutors say the man traveled to Los Angeles to unalive Quando Rondo in his car, but their gunfire instead unalived his cousin, Shavia Robinson, known as Lou Paul, who was a passenger in a vehicle. Attorney for the 5 men arrested in Chicago declined to comment. An affidavit filed in federal court based on testimony by FBI agent Sarah states Lil Durk had placed a bounty on Quando Rondo's life, citing unnamed witnesses, and that flight ticket purchased to carry out the unaliving for hire were made with credit cards linked to Lil Durk and the Only family. Lil Durk attempted to flee the country prior to his arrest, according to district attorneys in the affidavit, which states he had 3 flights booked to Italy, Switzerland, and Dubai, but did not board any of them. Now, when I first talked about this, in case y'all didn't catch it, when I first talked about this, attorney had said that it was not, the attorney had said that was not necessarily, Lil Durk did book 3 flights to leave the U.S., but he said that was not necessarily Lil Durk trying to escape. Attorney who works with like movie stars and stuff, I seen the interview, but I can't recall his name. He said that when clients come to him and they think they're being investigated and they want to know whether or not it's a warrant for their arrest, he'll ask them to book a ticket for overseas, because if you book a ticket for overseas and you got an arrest warrant, it'll flag you and you can't get the ticket. So he said he understood why Lil Durk did that. He don't know why he booked 3 tickets, but booking a ticket to go out of town doesn't necessarily mean he was trying to flee. But I would have used one of them tickets. That's just me. Now, the other news with Lil Durk is that he has a new case. Now, this one is a civil case because the Quando Rondo cousin who was killed, mother, is now suing Lil Durk, of course, for the murder of her son. So I don't necessarily know, because I'm not a lawyer. Is it better to do it before? Because I guess he could be found not guilty. So I was like, is it better to file the civil case before he's finished with his criminal case? Because it'll be better for in my mind, this is not legal terms, y'all. In my mind, it'll be better that's only if he found guilty, to file the civil case afterwards. That way you get the proof of him being found guilty. But when you file a civil case, the bar for guilty is a lot lower than it is in a criminal case. So they could file the civil case and he could be found liable for the cousin unaliving, but could be found not guilty in the criminal case. So, but we'll see how that play out. But right now, the mama filed charges against him. Oh, y'all, P. Diddy. Did y'all see? This was, I think it was this week. Let me look it up, y'all. But one of P. Diddy's lawyers in his criminal case quit, baby. He said, I cannot continue on with this case. And I said, what in the heck? And then he cites he can continue on, but he can't say why because it would violate client attorney privileges. I said, what in the world did P. Diddy say in that room with those attorneys? That the attorney said, I ain't going to hell for you. I don't care how much money this paying. I ain't representing this man right here. Let me see. Oh, then with the Joy Reid things too, y'all. She after she found out she was fired, they only gave her one episode to do her final show. So then she went on either her social media because she do have another YouTube that I follow. And she did an episode dropped today. She said she's coming out with more stuff. But the Republicans have been making fun of her because she cried when she went to say her farewells and say what happened on her own personal channel. You know, she cried because she said she's truly friends with the co-hosts and the people who work there. And she was there for, I want to say 4 years that her show was going on. Because she's not new to this. She's been a journalist. She's been doing this for a while. But yeah, I forgot to talk about that. That they are now making fun of her crying and making fun of her losing her job. And they really upset because she had told a white woman about her white tears. And now they like, well, what about your tears, Joy? And got all types of shit to say. But let me read this article about P. Diddy attorney who quit, baby. He said, can't do it. Get somebody else to do it. Yes. Get somebody else to do it. Let me see. Let me share my screen with y'all so y'all can see this article. Who? Let's see. What's this? This E-News. So Sean Diddy Combs' attorney Anthony Rico asked to withdraw from the rapper's defense for his May. I think I could say sex. We'll see if the video gets striked or not. Sex trafficking trial because he could not effectively serve as counsel under any circumstances. He said under any circumstances, baby, find somebody else. As the rap mogul defense team prepared for his May trial on sex trafficking charges, his attorney Anthony Rico respectfully but regrettably requested to be dismissed from his role, according to the documents obtained by NBC News. Rico, who is one of 6 attorneys on the case, requested in the February 21st filing to withdraw as representation. Let me see, comment is kicking in. Under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with the ABA standard for criminal justice. Come on, stop it. Let me read the article. While I am aware that the local requires that an application only upon showing by affidavit or otherwise of said I can't continue. That's my translation. Ghetto translation. Rico noted that there wouldn't be a lapse in representation since the rapper was charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion in transportation to engage in prostitution, to which he pleaded not guilty, will continue to be represented by 5 other attorneys. So all that's saying is that he cool. Rico said he'll be all right. He got 5 other attorneys out there doing this case. I don't need to be there. It's not going to affect his defense. Give me free. The motion for withdrawal of counsel, if granted, he continued, would not result in a delay of the present schedule for the commencement of jury selection in trial or the present schedule for briefing or pre-trial legal issues. He said him leaving ain't going to affect nothing. It ain't going to affect the trial dates. It's not going to affect selecting the jury. So, you can let me be out of here. Despite confirming that him and lead counsel Mark discussed the decision, Rico did not expand further on his decision to request to withdraw from the case. E-News reached out to Rico and Combs' legal team for comment and have not heard back. You ain't gonna hear back? That man ain't finna. If he can't tell the judge because he'll violate attorney privileges about why he can't be on this case, he ain't finna tell E-News. It's bad, okay? And he could be, you do stuff like that. His law license will be at jeopardy. He like, y'all in P. Diddy. I ain't telling nobody shit. I'm just not doing it. That ain't what it said in there, but that's the way I interpret it. Okay, I think we got another P. Diddy one, y'all. Now, y'all, Buzbee been out here wild. Buzbee been out here wilding out, okay? Buzbee is the lawyer who came and he's the first one who came and said he got like he said, I hate getting numbers wrong, but a lot of people, over 100 had, contacted him. And at the present time, he was like representing about 100. He did the big news thing. And he put his number out there. Like if P. Diddy touched your shoulder, call me. That ain't what he said. But he said he put his number out there for all victims to contact him, and he'll see if he can take the case. Now, he's the one who already, I want to say, New York have at least 30 cases against P. Diddy right now. So he's also the one that brought up the case against Jay-Z. Now, that's what he thought. Because I said Jay-Z is tagged in with these white people, baby. I said it from the beginning. Jay-Z, they ain't going to take Jay-Z down. Not right now. He's still connected to the higher ups. P. Diddy wasn't connected to the higher up by the time they caught him. Jay-Z is still connected to the higher ups. So I never thought Jay-Z was gonna lose that lawsuit, because Jay-Z's was just a lawsuit, not a criminal case. You have to keep in mind that P. Diddy has the federal case that's criminal, and he have all these lawsuits that's coming up. And to me, Buzbee cases was just like, after you throw so much, if you throw a bunch of balls at a target, one of them gonna hit. And I feel like he had so many lawsuits going on, and I do believe that a lot of his victims are telling the truth. But I don't like that the way that he's doing it. That's just taking anybody who comes. It seems like allegedly. Where's my allegedly banner? Because I ain't got no money. Don't bring that shit on, okay? I ain't got no money. So it does feel like that he's just doing a lot of cases because, and I'm assuming he's hoping for a default judgment, because Diddy is locked up. They locked up. They won't let him out. He can't make it to all these cases. Some of them gonna slip through the cracks, and they may just get a judgment out of a default. That's like the same way when y'all be watching Fraternity Court, and the man be like, "Well, I didn't even know that, I didn't even know why I talk like this for the men. I don't know, but just go with it, y'all. I didn't even know that I ain't that baby daddy because she was sleeping with all these people, and I didn't even know until they started taking money out my check." And that's by default, he was the daddy because he missed the court date. So it feels like, because Buzbee cases, if you look at his case, because I can't report on all these cases, but there's a YouTuber called Mims, and his name is Mims, but it's Make It Make Sense. It's the name, and he reads the whole affidavit. He reads it straight from, he paid to get the printout, and he'll read it. Baby, P. Diddy, somebody gonna have to pay me to read all that, baby, because you got to pay for that paperwork. But anyway, So a lot of it seemed like a lot of copy and paste, like for each client. So when the Jay-Z thing happened, if y'all followed it, let me know if y'all follow it. Y'all need me to re-go through what happened with the Jay-Z. Because he tried to come for Jay-Z. So first, initially, he filed the lawsuit against P. Diddy. Do y'all know this, or do I need to go back over it? I know I went over it before. I just go back over it for the people who haven't watched the previous episode. So he filed a lawsuit against P. Diddy initially, and in the lawsuit, his client claimed that she was underage. It was some type of concert or award show that the driver picked her up, took her to P. Diddy house. At P. Diddy house, she actually got R-worded by male celebrity A, and P. Diddy and female celebrity B watched while he was doing it, and then P. Diddy R-worded her. Right? That's the initial lawsuit that Buzbee filed against P. Diddy. Now, what had happened was, y'all ain't heard it from me because I ain't the one to gossip. But what had happened was, the reason why Jay-Z is suing him, because Jay-Z is alleged that Buzbee reached out to Jay-Z saying that male celebrity A is you. So we're going to name you in this lawsuit unless you agree to pay my client. If you agree to pay my client, then we're going to keep your name up out of it. So Jay-Z was like, who the fuck you think you talk to? I ain't no punk bitch. You know, what? That ain't what he said, but that's I imagine that Jay-Z was
I ain't no puta. I'm cunning. I keep
that Jay-Z, baby. Jay-Z wasn't going for it. Now, if y'all know the Micheal Jackson story, give me a minute, I'm gonna come right back to it. People say that in Hollywood that people have filed lawsuits against celebrities, and I want to say Ray J said this and another celebrity said this, that a lot of times it's just cheaper to pay the lawsuit whether you did it or not, because lawyers are so expensive and people have you dragging you out in court, even though it's something you know you didn't do, something you could not be guilty of, but to just keep it, to keep it, you from going to court, because that's messing up these celebrities. It's messing up their money. Besides them having to pay the celebrity, having to pay the lawyers, they also missing on appearances and stuff when they have to be in court. So with the Micheal Jackson thing, I remember one of them saying that Micheal Jackson's biggest downfall was that when he first got a lawsuit, one of the lawsuits that he did settle, he only settled it because the lawyer was like, hey, it's cheaper to just sell it. And we know they lying or whatever, just sell it. But what happened was, because he settled, everybody seen he settled, so people just started breaking up lawsuits and accusations against him. Now, I'm assuming that's what Buzbee thought would happen with Jay-Z, that he would threaten him with this lawsuit. Jay-Z would just pay the money to keep his name, because everybody is like, Diddy is toxic. Nobody want right now at this time for their name to be tagged to Diddy. So he threatened Jay-Z with that. Jay-Z like, well, bitch, take me to court then. So then Jay-Z sues. No. So when Jay-Z didn't, when Jay-Z didn't take the thing, and Buzbee threatened to put his name out there, Jay-Z get his lawyers, and his lawyers sue Buzbee for extortion. Then Buzbee amends the lawsuit that he has against P. Diddy with the underage girl with the celebrity, male celebrity A, and names Jay-Z as male celebrity A. Now, they never named the female celebrity B. She probably paid, but allegedly. Is allegedly going down? Yeah. So then Jay-Z lawyers then sue Buzbee. Then the lady, the alleged victim, do an interview where everybody's like, her story didn't add up. Her father comes out and said, because she says that her father picked her up from this P. Diddy party after she got R-worded, and he had to drive like an hour or hour and a half or something to pick her up. Her father does an interview and say, I ain't never pick her up from no party. I don't know what she's talking about. And when your daddy ain't agreeing with you, but like, so that lawsuit gets dropped, right? After that lawsuit get dropped, everybody thinking things over. JC like, bring that ass here, boy. So he then filed the lawsuit. The lawsuit against Jay-Z is dropped. The P. Diddy stuff is still going on. He then files a lawsuit for, he made it like, I think it's 10 million that he is now suing Buzbee for, to say that Buzbee, harassed him during this time. Because if you look it up online, you'll see Jay-Z lawyers and Buzbee exchange words online and stuff. So that's what happened with that. Now, the have this tie in to this Buzbee. I said Buzbee is over here finna fuck up everybody's money, okay? Finna fuck up the people money, because once he got Jay-Z involved, Jay-Z lawyers looked into it, and Buzbee ain't even supposed to be practicing law where he filed the lawsuit at. Because certain states you have to take the bar over there, and you got to get certified in certain states. You just can't, I'm a lawyer in California, I'm finna go try to take a case in Chicago. You got to be able to practice law in Chicago. So Buzbee is not legally able to practice law where he filed the lawsuit at. Now, I'm not gonna. New York is divided up into 2 jurisdictions, and he's able to practice law in New York, but not where he filed the case at. Now, if he would have left Jay-Z alone, nobody would have knew. But because he fucked with Jay-Z, P. Diddy needs to get them Jay-Z lawyers, because you've been in court for how long with Buzbee, and your lawyers never dug up that nigga couldn't even file in the first fucking place. Baby, you better call them. Call Tyrone. Whatever his lawyer's name is, get to it. Because I want them on my team. Put me in, coach. Let me see. Let me see if I have the article that would explain in details. Y'all probably don't even need to hear it in details, because I just finished saying everything. But, to verify my words. I be talking so much. Mouth getting dry. Am I loud? Oh, well, I'm pulling up this article, y'all. Don't forget to go that I started a new YouTube. I will still be on here. I'm still be on here more often. I got a couple of requests that I'm gonna get to this week. Information, a commentary that they want me to give. But I started a new YouTube. It's called We're Just Talking Shh. And it's with my husband, my brother-in-law, and my baby sister. That first episode, I may drop it on this channel. I don't want to. Maybe I'll just share it, because I want the views to stay to where they at. But I may drop it just so y'all can see it, and then y'all go on over there and like and subscribe and follow the channel. The first episode, it's like, am I loud? I didn't realize how loud I was, especially when I had that episode. I had me some tears. But so go over there. It's called We Just Talking Shh, and it's all together as one word. Look it up on YouTube and go over there and like and subscribe to that channel when y'all get a chance after y'all finish watching him. Don't forget to like this video while y'all watch it. Now, let's continue on to this article where Buzbee responds. This is from Yahoo News. Tony Buzbee responds to report he is barred from practicing in Southern New York. Legal attorney Tony Buzbee has responded to reports that he is not allowed to practice law in the Southern New York district. Buzbee, who has filed multiple lawsuits against incarcerated single mogul Sean Diddy Combs in the district, shut down the reports and provided evidence that he can practice in New York. The recent developments surrounding the lawyer comes after a week after he dropped a lawsuit against Diddy and Jay-Z, in which the woman he represented accused both rappers of R-wording her in 2000. Now, this is, if y'all see it, this is Tony Buzbee. This is his Instagram, where he posted his state of New York thing that says that he can practice law. Man, you the state of New York, Southern New York, two different districts. So he just tried to he tried to like throw people off the scent. And the post, he posted the picture. He said, I received many press inquiries and make no effort to respond to most. I prefer rather to make a one-time general statement, let the various entities use that statement as they see fit. Over the past week, I got multiple inquiries from friends and colleagues expressing concern and asking why I have been barred from practicing law in New York State and offering their assistance. I myself have seen several press agencies, some borderline legitimate, reporting that same trash. Let me be clear. I'm licensed to practice in New York. I'm in good standing with the state bar and have always been, although I prefer Texas. I'm proud of the legal work we are doing in New York. Don't believe the clickbait or dramatic headlines. Most of what's reported nowadays is per bunk by those with an agenda. Okay, so the notice is telling you to notice from an agenda. That's saying what I just read. Okay. Tony Buzbee reportedly barred from practicing in Southern New York. His lawsuit against Jay-Z is dismissed and not coming back. Now Tony Buzbee is trying to ensure he keep litigating his other lawsuit against Diddy because his admission application in the Southern District of New York was denied. Legal journalist Megan broke the news Saturday that Buzbee is not allowed to practice law in Southern New York. She shared the series of posts on X, including the ruling from the Committee of Grievance dated January 13, 2025. The reading read, the Committee on Grievance has considered Anthony Buzbee petition for admission to the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York, which was filed on January 29, 2025. See, he filed it January 29, 2025. He been had these cases in the Southern District of New York. So keep that in mind. Per the committee review of the dockets, Mr. Buzbee have appeared in cases in this court without seeking admission. Therefore, the petition is denied. So they pretty much said what I just said. He already was doing these cases. Now he's trying to come and ask for permission. And the answer is no. My name is no. The ruling concluded in the event that Mr. Buzbee moved for pro hac vice or regular admission in this court in the future, he must attach a copy of his order to his motion or petition. Now, what that is now I'm always willing to be corrected. So y'all could always to drop down in there and tell me when I'm wrong. So what they're saying is that he can, if you're not legally able to practice law up in that state, you can still go and do a trial in that state, but you can be like pretty much an advisor to the attorneys who's gonna represent to other attorneys. So you can still be on the case, but you can't be the legal recognized attorney, but you can still sit there and like give advice to the other attorneys. If I'm making sense, y'all, let me know if that makes sense. So what they're saying is that he can fill out that paperwork and he can do that for his other cases, but he must attach their ruling to that case, meaning that any judge that he asks, can I sit on counsel, that is going to see that ruling that he had already was put cases for and was doing cases in a district that he wasn't legally able to do it in, and they're going to see the ruling where a committee already said denied him access. Now the judge could still grant him access, but usually I'm gonna say the way that was worded, I would assume that judges probably don't, because it's almost like like your kid that asks a mama for something and then she say no, so then they go ask daddy, but they don't tell daddy, they ask mama to try to get daddy to say yes. This one is saying no, you got to tell, when you go ask daddy, you have to already say mama said no. So how likely is that daddy gonna say yes if mama already said no? That's what that's pretty much saying. But let's see, y'all. Let's continue on. And this one is saying Buzbee lawsuits may be at risk. because, like I said, he got, I want to say, at least 30 in that jurisdiction that he filed against P. Diddy that he wasn't even, that he's not legally able to. And I'm like, how you going to fuck up these people case? Because, like I said, I believe a lot of what's being said about P. Diddy. I wouldn't say every story or whatever, but he seems like a son bitch. Now, Megan explained what the ruling could mean for Tony Buzbee lawsuit against Diddy and what he was trying to do about it. She wrote, his lawsuit against Jay-Z is dismissed and not coming back. And now Tony Buzbee is trying to ensure he keep litigating his other lawsuits against Diddy because his admission application in the Southern District of New York was denied. With the ruling, Buzbee has to include a letter of denial when requesting permission to litigate in Southern New York. Buzbee trying to ensure he could continue to litigate in Southern New York. Megan revealed he was trying to do so for his case against Diddy in the Southern New York District. She shared a snapshot showing a motion he filed to litigate pro-hack vice, captioning it as the order saying Buzbee can seek pro-hack vice admission, and that's what he's doing now in Diddy cases, or trying to at least. The journalist also shared documents from Candace McQuarrie lawsuit against Diddy in which the judge asked Buzbee, who represents the plaintiff, to file a motion to appear pro-hack vice after learning about his inability to litigate in Southern New York. So he said in one of his other victims, not victims, clients, because it's Buzbee clients that have these cases against P. Diddy. So what this Megan lady is saying, that in one of the cases, one of the judges have already been like, can you even wait? Who's her attorney? Because as I didn't heard, you can't even practice here. So who her attorney is? Go file that. If you're her attorney, go file that paperwork that you need to file before you come to my court trying to litigate a case that you can't even legally litigate in this jurisdiction. So we're gonna see what happens, because if there's I believe, so I know it's all alleged. I do believe that some of the victims, so that's gonna be messed up is because you didn't went over there and then jumped out there and not filed the right paperwork if it reflects negatively, or if these people have to dismiss their case. And hopefully it'll be this, if it has to be dismissed, it'll be dismissed without prejudice so they could get another attorney and file it again. That was long. That was long, y'all. I could talk. Jesus. Let's see what we got next, y'all. Is that it for tonight? No, I'm ending it on some humor, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was a clip going around where this guy alleges that Micheal Jackson and Tupac had gotten into a fight. Now you remember Tupac before he passed was dating Quincy's daughter. And Micheal Jackson and Quincy, Quincy didn't know Micheal Jackson since he was a little kid. So I'm assuming Micheal Jackson didn't know his daughter, and Micheal Jackson was like an uncle to her. It's the way the story was explained. And the first story says that Tupac was talking to her disrespectfully. And Michael was like, hey, fam, you need to, I'm from Chicago. That's what I say. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, fam, check what you're doing. Don't talk to my niece like that. And, Tupac and Jimmy now, he all snappy. We got them mouth for days, baby. Okay? We can shoot it off with the best of them. But what happened is him and Michael got to fighting. And they said Michael whooped his ass. I'm going to see if I can find it. This is on Higher Learning. I like Higher Learning. And if y'all don't know Higher Learning, that's Van Lathan, the one who got into it with Kanye West when he was working on TMZ when Kanye West said slavery is a choice. That's Van Lathan. He has a podcast, and it drops. I don't know what days that they drop, but it's also on YouTube, and it's called Higher Learning. So let me see if I can find the part where they played a clip of the guy with Micheal Jackson. I want to see the first one that I seen. Wait, because this is the second guy telling it, and I didn't see the second guy. I've been seeing the first guy. See, the second guy tells it differently. Okay, that's the first guy. Let me see. Hopefully this one ain't gonna mess up. But this is the first guy that I seen, and he told the story about the Micheal and Tupac fight. And I said, sounds believable. Drop down in the comment. Do y'all think that it even happened? And if so, do you think Micheal won?
Deity. It's like a
family member.
childhood
At least that's how it feels to me.
angel of some sort. I have to wrestle with what these guys are going through.
Yeah.
You
First
have
one
to
was a
be
tough
human about it.
watch. It was a tough watch.
Or you said the word wrestle. I feel like that's a good transition to the next topic. There's been a rumor that's been going around for a while, but it feels like it's picked up some steam in the months since Quincy Jones passed away. I'll play a couple of clips about this rumor and then get you guys' take on its validity or not. The first one is from the Untold podcast where comedian Tommy Too Smooth spoke on the rumor.
Tupac comes out the party, disrespecting Khadijah, like, bitch, shut up. Come fuck on. Shut the fuck up and get in the car. Mike stepped to him. Yo, you can't talk to her like that. He was like, Mike, mind your fucking business. Mike was like, fuck no, that's like my niece. You ain't gonna just talk to her like that. Micheal Jackson and fucking Tupac start rumbling. Micheal Jackson beat his ass. They said Tupac loved to fight, but he can't fight.
Tupac and Michael.
Tupac and Micheal Jackson.
So
Okay, what y'all think about that one? Y'all think Micheal and Tupac got into it and Micheal beat his butt? Do y'all believe that story? Now listen, I said if Micheal and Tupac cancel fight gets started, I believe Micheal will win. Just for the fact is, not because of Micheal from Gary, Indiana, and Gary is rough. Y'all think Chicago rough. Okay, wait, let me pause it. Let me see. What y'all think? First of all, I like the video. But second, what y'all think? Do y'all think Micheal would have won? Because I think Micheal would have won just because of the amount of siblings that he come from. Now, y'all know, if y'all watch me, y'all know I'm one of 7 sisters. And when you grow up with a household full of kids, baby, it's a bunch of fighting. Quietly, because you don't want your ass whooped, because parents found out you're fighting. Both of y'all get your ass whooped, at least in my household. But there's a bunch of fighting. It was all girls, so I'm quite sure that Micheal was mostly boys, and I want to say their family was mostly boys. You don't think Micheal been fighting all my life? I had to fight. You don't think Micheal been fighting all his life, baby? And usually, you learn how you just know how to fight just because you've been fighting. It's muscle memory. Just because you've been fighting all your life. Fighting for their life with your siblings. I think Tupac just had a sister. It was just him and his sister. Baby, Micheal got different styles because he done fought all his siblings have different styles of fight. I think he would have won. Now, whether or not this happened or not, I don't know. But I think Micheal would have won. Don't let the soft voice fool you, okay? He probably had hard hands. But this is the second story because they went to look and see if they could verify this because that comedian is the first time anybody heard of it. But this is the second story of somebody else who didn't know nothing about it, who just was given an interview, and they said this story. So here's the second one.
Big sight on my knee. Oh, what's up? Oh, right, look, right. You just sit on this nigga. And Mike do this. Mike got like this. Mike, look. And so Pac come. The niggas kind of like Pac when we grab Kadada. And so now you got.
Let me see. I think
Micheal Jackson.
So after seeing this and hearing this, I wanted to find a source that seemed like they were actually there. And it took me a minute, but after some digging, it looks like on the 2018 on the podcast, Did You Miss Me? Boo Capone spoke on it, and it sounds like he was a witness.
Let's get back to the book. So Kadada sitting on Mike's lap, whatever. Pac come in, nigga, big sight on my nigga. What's up? Oh, like, Pac, look, like, you just sit on this nigga. Like, and Mike do this. Mike got it like this. Mike, look. And so Pac come. The niggas kind of like Pac when we grab Kadada. And so now you got Mike and Kadada. Well, Mike got this arm, Pac got this arm. So it's kind of like a little, you know, some little pandemonium going on.
Yeah.
So we watching, whoa, so nigga, Pac move Kadada out the way, Mike step in, whoa.
Right.
Pac swing,
Mike
Mike
limbo.
dip it, swing back.
Vital parts of the story.
Well,
You
listen,
have
we
to explain that.
I'm explaining to you, nigga. Mike, you can't listen. They got
I listen,
Kadada
but
like this, nigga. They got Kadada like this. We talk like that, nigga. You from
I know. Nigga.
Whoa, not Bobby Womack, nigga. Go ahead.
So they got it
So
like
Pac
this.
pulling this way and
Mike pulling that way. So
Yeah.
it was a misunderstanding. They move her out the way and they whoa, they join.
so
we
they
coming
talking
closer.
shit.
They join. Pac like, whoa, Mike ain't having it. Mike like, nigga, what? Whoa. So, you know, Pac gonna take off. Pac gonna bomb first, nigga. So Pac swing.
Did Mike bang folk on Pac?
Man, we was over by the DJ thing. We was coming over, man. We watching shit, so we coming to break it up. And so Mike, nigga, Pac gonna swing. Pac ain't gonna do too much talking. He gonna say something. He swinging first. He gonna bomb. He bombed first. So that nigga swung. Mike dipped it. And whoop, gave him one. But then Pac gave him that little thing with the knee. He ain't like this. And we just went to the ground and we broke it up. And then Pac had a little grass, you know, it was a little shake up, man. It wasn't no scub, nigga. It was a shake up. But they got down, you know what I'm saying? They think it's funny, man.
Rachel, do you believe this?
Okay, so y'all can watch what they views of it, because I don't like to play people whole videos. You can watch the rest of it over at their channel. But yeah, I said that sounds, you know, Pac tried to hit, because Jim now we don't talk too much. We just get upset and then hit somebody. But you know, that's when I was young. I ain't young like that. But like I said, if you grew up with on a family full of people, Mike seen that fist coming, baby. He dipped off, did a spin, grabbed his crotch, said hee, and then dropped him. That's how I imagined it went. And then, like she said, after he hit him, he moonwalked on up out of it. Catch me. That would have been hilarious. I think that Michael Jackson would have won. Now, I believe if you continue watching the higher learning video, they say the ages, the heights, and the weight. They were similar height, similar weight. I want to say Tupac was around 25, maybe. Mike was 35, 36, something like that. But, you know, all that dancing, Mike had some energy. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have won. I think Mike was the experienced fighter in the ring, and I think he would have won the fight. If they really fought, I think Mike would have won that fight. All that muscle memory for fighting his siblings would have came to him, and he would have gave Tupac a cook, little something, you know. Unfortunately, I like them both. Okay, but I think Mike, you see how he kicked when he just put his legs and you see how he kicked. Mike probably would kick the shit out. Kick the shit. He over there trying to crip walk and she would have put that high kick up. But y'all, don't cast me. I know there's a bunch of Tupac fans out there who gonna be mad and shit. So I mean, no goddamn Michael Jackson. Soft voice said, then beat up Tupac. Tupac was a thug. It's tatted on his stomach. Thug like. I know, but I'm just saying, I ain't met a person who grew up in a house full of people who don't know how to put them things, who don't know how to throw them things. I haven't met them yet. My sister, okay. Baby, it was when we was growing up out west. I'm gonna say their real name. It was a family, right? It's a family. And it was about, like, it's a lot of us. But at this time, I don't think my two youngest was born. So it was only like 5 or 6 of us, right? It was a family. They all had, if I'm not mistaken, like red hair. It's called Chapman's. I'm gonna say it. They was called the Chapman Baby, about 13 of them. And they would all be fighting everybody. They always was fighting people. And they could fight. And even if they can't, it's 13 of them. Okay? I ain't seen nobody in a Tuskegee. Y'all seen Tuskegee? Y'all know Tuskegee from Baddies. They knocked that girl teeth out. Tuskegee got them Krishan's sister. Y'all know how y'all done seen it, how Krishan fight. I don't follow Krishan like that, but y'all done seen how Krishan fight. Right? Y'all didn't. Tuskegee get them swift follow through. You know what I'm saying? She know how to put the head back, and she ain't putting her head down windmilling, okay? It's about 10, 12 of them too. Yeah, name me somebody in the big family who can't fight. I'll wait. Yeah, baby, Tuskegee get downs with the gets down, okay? I'm gonna have to if I ever, I'm like, you get ready to fight her, you're gonna have to stretch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's it. I think I done talked about all that I'm gonna talk about today. I just wanted to put the shirt up there like that. But I think I done talked about all I'm talking about today. Now, I think y'all let me know what time. Drop down in the comments if y'all want to try different times. Because this week, I didn't had a couple of requests. And like I said earlier, it's a couple of different stories. I haven't been on my stuff like I'm supposed to be on my stuff. But now I'm finna be on my stuff. Okay. So coming this week, do I got it here? I know tomorrow. I just found out about the justice for Malachi, if I'm pronouncing his name right. So I want to bring that story tomorrow. But y'all thinking of 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock? I stopped doing them on lunch simply because I don't have enough time. Because as you can see, I talk too much. Look at how long I done been on here. I talk entirely too much. And I can't be late for going back to work because I'm not monetized and this is not paying me. Oh God, but y'all can go ahead and y'all can donate if y'all want to. Tootie Talk Sense on Cash App. You can go ahead and send it there. But as of now, I'm not monetized. I ain't getting paid on YouTube, and I ain't finna risk my job. I need my coins. So I stopped doing it on lunch just because I talk too much. But I'll try to here and there drop down and do maybe a 10, 15 minute live. But I'm gonna try to start doing my lives. This kind of works well. My daughter didn't stop with some of her extracurricular activities, so I got a little more free time. What time is it? I still got to pick her up today from something. But I'm thinking maybe 5, or it will be after I put the kids to bed. Well, after my husband put the kids to bed. So that'll be maybe 9. So I don't know. I'm gonna try a 9-1. But what I want to do is I'm gonna start putting it in. Like today, I put the notification up at 11 to let you know when I was gonna go live and what time I was gonna go live. So y'all could be setting up ready. Now I'm trying to get more stable. Drop down in the comments if y'all want suggestions for time that y'all, that you feel like I should go live. Now, let me get on up out of here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Go ahead on Fanbase. I'm trying to get more active on Fanbase. As y'all know, that's the black-owned social media. So go ahead and get that man number up so we can stop complaining about Elon Musk and his Twitter. Go ahead and get that Fanbase up. And all of it is Tootie Talk Sense. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Fanbase. Okay? Now, let me go and get up out of here. I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Bye. Have a nice night.